Good evening, Coyote fans. I'm Trip Angel here with Caden Suter today, going to commentate this volleyball matchup where your Tatum Lady Coyotes will take on the Eunice Cardinals. Tatum has a record of 12-5, and Eunice has a record of 9-8. Although Eunice may not have quite as much experience, they've played about the same amount of games. Tatum has a little bit of a better record, but I think it'll be a good matchup this evening. How are you feeling about it, Caden?
I think it's going to be a tough matchup. I mean, Eunice has been a pretty competitive team over the years, but so has Tatum. They're doing really good this year.
I agree. So we're going to get started here with a quick roster read for Tatum. Number 1, Isabel Ramirez, a sophomore. Number 2, Colby Hennard, a sophomore. Number 3, Avery Hennard, a senior. Number 4, Aaliyah De La O, a junior. Number 5, Kinley Allen, a sophomore. Number 6, Allison Dixon, a senior. Number 7, Sydney Rice, a senior. Number 8, Tessa Kirby, a sophomore. Number 9, Nicole Garcia, a junior. Number 10, Sydney Hernandez, a freshman. Number 11, Sophia Flores, a junior. Number 12, Harley Gandy, a sophomore. Number 14, Drennan Young, a senior. Number 15, Adriana Ybarra, a junior. That's going to be all the players for the Coyotes this evening, with head coach Tracy Hobbs and assistant coaches Casey Graham and Taylor Skinner. Caden, would you like to read off the Eunice roster real quick before we get started here?
Yes, so number 1 is Kara Thompson, a junior. Number 2, Madison Martinez, senior. Number 3, Marilyn Villa, junior. Number 4, Jaslyn Klaus, senior. Number 6, Laylee Zorma, junior. And number 7, Lexi Garcia, a sophomore. Number 8, Elizabeth Gayton, a senior. Number 10, Allison Ruiz Romero, a freshman. Number 11, Elizabeth Pierce, a sophomore. Number 12, Madeline Hatch, a sophomore. Number 13, Cheyenne Belvis, a sophomore. And number 16, Jacqueline Boyd, a sophomore. With the head coach is Haley Howerton Wilson, Haley Wilson, Robbie Robinson, and the assistant coach, Nellie Franco.
Thank you, Caden. We're about to do the national anthem here, so quick word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back with you. This volleyball match starting off here.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
The Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are very proud of every single student. With the dedication in the classroom and the dedication in your community, you've made all of Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off, Coyotes. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. For more details about Tatum Schools, please log on to tatumschools.org.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called SmartHub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the SmartHub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the SmartHub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with SmartHub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
So as Coach and Athletic Director Bobby Reed introduces all the players from both teams, I think this will be a very good game. Both of them have close to similar records. I don't know who all they've played. I haven't got a chance to really go in depth in who they've played, but this is, as many of y'all know, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so it is Pink Night here in Tatum. So it's awfully festive around here with all the pink decorations and such. So I do think this will be a big game. There's lots of fans in the stands for this game, so we've got quite the turnout. Another word or two from our sponsors and we'll get started with this game.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
So quite the intro for the Coyotes there. It looked like all the volleyball players had little foam volleyballs thrown into the stands with messages written on them, so that's cool. So I think this will be a really good game. If the Coyotes can hold the serve with Avery Hennard as back row hitter, they'll have a really good chance. That's their best rotation, I believe, is when she's backside hitter. They can set it to her with Ramirez in the middle, and they can either set it to her, Flores, and get lots of points and do good things for the team. So, be a good game to watch. This is one of their few home games. We haven't had many home games this season, and I believe they're undefeated at home.
The Coyotes?
The Lady Coyotes. I know their record, they've lost a few games, but I think they're undefeated at home.
I'm not sure.
And then looking at the Coyotes, doesn't say what they're rated in district, but they are 4-0 in district, with this being a district game. So even more on the line tonight, as they'll want to win this game to keep a undefeated district record and get higher ranked, which always helps. Kind of get you a easier road to the championship when it comes to state playoffs. So
We now have number 11 now serving for the Cardinals.
Start this game off here. Waiting, the Coyotes trying to get some things sorted out. Looks like we're going to have Ramirez, Hernandez, Dixon, Rice, and Avery and Colby Hennard starting for the Coyotes this evening. Really strong six out there to start it off. Serves over, dug by Avery. Ramirez passes it to Dixon, spikes it over.
It's dug by number 11. Well, they do.
Looks like they're going to say she didn't quite get under it, so point for the Coyotes. Good way to start off this first set here. Ramirez serving for the Coyotes now.
It's set by number 3 and spin it over the net by number 1, and it'll be out.
So Coyotes start off really strong here with a 2-0 lead. Got lots of momentum. Haven't been much of a rally yet, so I think the Coyotes will try to hold on to that momentum, just score and move on to the next serve. So Ramirez is going to serve again.
It's hit by number 1 and sent over the net also by number 1.
Ramirez sets it to Rice, spikes it over between the legs of number 12 for Eunice. So good spike by Rice there. So, like I said, I don't think the Coyotes are going to let much of a rally get started here. They're just going to try to keep this momentum going as Ramirez serves again here.
It's set by number 1 and hit it passed from 3 to 13, and 13 is going to put over the net.
Dixon's just going to get it over the net for the Coyotes as number 1 spikes it from the Cardinals. Ramirez sets it to Hernandez, who's going to shank it into the net there for the Coyotes. So not probably what they wanted, but as a freshman, probably just some jitters playing on varsity. But I bet they can get them ironed out. She's proven to be really good in the front row in some other games.
There we have number 13 serving.
And that serve is going to be nothing but net, folks, as she rotates out. Turning the serve back over to the Coyotes with the score 4-1 here in the first set. Looks like Ybarra is going to go into serve for Hernandez as she heads to the bench.
It was hit by 3 to 13 or to 8, and 12 is going to put it over the net, but it's going to be out.
Yeah, outside that antenna there. Looks like it may not be as good a game as we thought it was going to be. The Coyotes are really dominating this first set here.
Well, 3 passes it to 8, and she sets it for number 1 to put over the net.
Looks like Colby's going to get the dig there, but nobody's going to quite get there in time to help pass it on to the rest of the team. So
we have 8 now serving for the Cardinals.
Dug by Young. Off to the side there. Nobody quite expecting it to go there, I don't think so. Over there where nobody was able to get to it in time, but Ramirez is going to set it to Rice. Spikes it over.
It was dug by number 2, set by 3, and sent over the net by 12.
Rice is going to get it passed over the net, barely. Kind of fell apart there. Coyotes fans are real rowdy. This student section's making a lot of noise. Good ball placement by Avery there. She got it put over there where nobody really was. Dive from one of the Cardinals to get it, but they're not going to be able to keep that one alive as Dixon's now serving for the Coyotes.
This is dug by number...
I think that's 11.
Number 11.
Shanked by one of the Cardinals there as Dixon takes the serve again.
We got number 3 or 2 for the Cardinals, but it's...
Oh, and that shank's going to be blocked by Flores and Avery there, so
we got number
defense
1
by the Coyotes.
Number 1 serving for the Cardinals.
Well, they're going to say it was a rough call. I'd imagine it was in the net or something.
3 sets it to number 11, who sends it out.
Rice serving for the Coyotes.
Well, number 7 just hits it out of bounds.
This is one of the faster paced games we've seen so far. I think the Coyotes are just really trying to keep that momentum going. Rice's serve's not going to be any good there into the net, so.
Now I have number 12 serving for the Cardinals.
Serves over, dug by Avery. Rice sets it to Flores.
But it's going to be
Spikes it over,
blocked by
it's
the
gonna be blocked.
Cardinals.
Yeah. Good block by the Cardinals there.
Serves up.
Young digs it. Rice sets it to Ramirez. Spikes
Well, one
it over.
sets it, and 3 passes to
11
number
tries to
11, who
tip it.
just barely gets it over. Number 11 digs it. 13 sends it over the net.
Rice sets it for Hennard. Spikes it into this far back corner over here. Nobody's over there. There's a lot of heat behind that ball. As she now goes to serve for the Coyotes. That's what I was talking about a minute ago when Avery's over there in that position. Some of those spikes for the Coyotes really add up quick on the scoreboard.
And number 11 sends it over.
Looks like they're going to call somebody in the net for one of the Coyotes. Not too sure which player that was.
And number 3 serving for the Cardinals now. Serves up, tips over the net, and it's out.
Yeah, it looks like the Coyotes weren't expecting it to get over. So she's going to serve again now. Send it way out. Turn the serve over to the Coyotes now with a score 11-8 here in the first set. So, although we thought it was going to be a close game, and then the way it started off, the Coyotes were really putting a hurting on the Cardinals here. Now the Cardinals are coming back to make it a good set. Some miscommunication there between Dixon and Hernandez. Not too sure which one of them was supposed to go for that. But it's just the first set. There's lots of volleyball left to play. I'm sure they can get some problems like that ironed out. As Dixon passes it to Hennard, who passes it over the net.
11's going to send it to 3 as she sets it, and 1's going to send it over, giving a point for your Cardinals. Number 11 serving it. Serves up.
Dug by Avery. Rice passes it to Dixon, he passes it over the net.
Well, 3's going to set it up for 12 just to barely get it over, but it's going to go out.
Ramirez now serving for the Coyotes. Sends it over.
Number 3's going to set it again for number 13 to send it over.
Ramirez sets it for Rice. Tries to spike it. It's going to be blocked.
Cardinals are really coming back.
Yeah, from the start they had, I think the Coyotes were up by like 6 points at one time. So Cardinals are coming back.
Well, number 13's going to serve, and it's going to go out, ending the first set. Or, no, it's not.
So Ibarra is going to serve for the Coyotes now. Ibarra digs it. Ramirez sets it to Avery. Puts it over the net.
Number 1's going to send it over, but it's going to barely get in.
Yeah, it looks like Colby wasn't quite able to get to that one. Or, sorry, it was out of bounds. Ibarra serves it. Trying to get the block there. Trying to quite turn out the way they wanted to.
Well, number 2 is going to dig it, and 3 sets it for 12 to spike it over, but it's going to be blocked.
And there's the block the Coyotes have been trying for this whole set. Rice and Dixon get a good block there.
So he's going to hit it for 2 to arc 1 so she can set it over.
Ramirez sets it to Hennard. Spikes it. They're going to call that one out, folks. Right on the line. (12-15) here. The Cardinals have been trailing the whole set. They've gotten close a time or two, but the Coyotes staying out ahead of them, what they need to do.
Serve sent by number 8.
Ramirez sets it for Dixon. Spikes it into no man's land over here. Good ball placement by Dixon there. Serves over the net.
Number 2 is going to dig and pass it to number 1 who's going to set it over, but it's going to be out of bounds.
The Coyotes are starting to pull ahead here as Eunice calls the first time out of the first set. So, quick word from our sponsors and we'll be right back.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
After that quick advertisement, we're going to be back. Looks like Dixon's going to be serving for the Coyotes after that timeout called by Eunice. Dixon serves over.
Number 1's going to send it over the net.
Ramirez sets it for
Well, it's blocked by number
who
1 and
gets it?
12.
1 and 12 for Eunice. Go for the block. Not able to quite get it. Bounces off. Nobody there in time to help recover that. So Dixon's going to be serving again.
Number 3 is going to pass it to 1 who's going to set it over, but it's going to be blocked by number 3 for the Coyotes.
And I think that was Avery and Sophia Flores on that block. It's really hard to tell when they're both lined up.
Number 1's going to dig in. 12 just can't get to it.
Goes out of bounds a little bit there. So these Coyotes have really come out aggressive after the Cardinals started to gain back some ground and close in on the scoreboard, but now they've got an 8-point difference on the board. So Dixon serving again. They seem to hold this serve relatively well.
He's going to set it for 1. He's going to sit it over, but it's going to be out. But they're just still going to save it.
Dixon passes it to Hennard, spikes it over.
Up 3's going to set it for 1, and she's going to get it over.
Coyotes diving for the ball, and Rice is finally going to get it passed over the net for the Coyotes.
3-12 sends it over.
Dixon passes it to Avery, spikes it over.
Number 7's going to set it to 12, who's going to send it over the net.
Ramirez sets for Rice. Going to be spiked out of bounds.
We now have number 1 serving for the Cardinals.
It's over. Dug by Young. As Sophia Flores spikes it off a good set by Rice.
Where number 1 just tries to pass it, but I guess he hit it wrong and hit it out of bounds.
Rice now serving for the Coyotes.
3-11, but it's going to be blocked
By Flores and De La there for the Coyotes. I think they're going to call somebody in the net, so.
The number 12 serving. That's going to be over.
De La tries to get the dig, but going to shrink it out for the Coyotes. As the Cardinals are slowly gaining. Only now leading by 6 points in this first set.
This ball's up, but it's going to be out.
A little too much zip behind that one, so bring the score 22-5 here, 22-15 in the first set.
I'm going to go 3-13, but it's going to be blocked.
By Flores alone on that one, so good block by Flowers there.
Number one's going to try to dig, but just can't get there quick enough.
This will be set point now with senior Avery Hinner going to serve. Sends it over.
Well, three's going to set it to 13, and she's going to get it over this time.
Rice sets it to De La, tries to spike it, gonna get it in the net though. (16-24) now.
Well, three serving for the Cardinals now. Ball's up.
Good save by libero Colby Hinnard there.
Well, three's gonna send it over.
Avery's gonna spike it, and it's gonna be a little far out of bounds there, so putting number 3 in the position to serve for the Cardinals now. Avery's gonna dig it where Rice sets it for Flores, spikes it into the net. So the Coyotes are at game point. They just need one more point to win this first set, and it's starting to get to where they're having a little trouble scoring here, so hopefully they can get that. Just 1 point here, and maybe between sets iron out some of the.
Well, three's gonna pass it for one, and he's gonna set it out of bounds.
Right. So that'll be set point there, folks. So advertisement in two, and we'll be back with the second set.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
The Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are very proud of every single student. With the dedication in the classroom and the dedication in your community, you've made all of Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off, Coyotes. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. For more details about Tatum Schools, please log on to tatumschools.org.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Back here to start off the second set of this game with your Tatum Lady Coyotes facing off against the Eunice Cardinals. If you're just joining us, my name's Krypton Angel here with Caden Suter running the camera and helping me commentate here.
Hello.
Ramirez now serving for the Coyotes to start this set off.
Well, 3's going to set it for 13. Is going to spike it over.
Ramirez sets it for Avery Henry, who spikes it, and it's going to be shanked by number 3 for the Cardinals. So putting the first point on the scoreboard for the second set. Coyotes started off this first set really strong, and then through the middle of this first set, the Cardinals caught up, and then at the end they got some more distance on them on the scoreboard. So hopefully they keep
3's going to set it for 11. Is going to just tap it over.
Some good distance on the scoreboard for them throughout the whole match. As Rice with a big spike, it's going to be touched and tipped and then going out of bounds. So Coyotes are starting the second set off strong here. Ramirez serving.
3's going to set it to 13. Is going to get it blocked by number 6, Dixon.
Dixon with the block there. So yeah, that's one thing I've seen a lot this game that I haven't seen as much at some of the previous games. The Coyotes are getting really good blocks here.
They are.
From a lot of players. So good serve by Ramirez there.
Well, 13's going to pass it over.
Ramirez sets it to Rice. Just places the ball over into the middle there. So good ball placement by Rice.
Well, the Cardinals just can't get there fast enough.
Yeah, in the middle of the floor where there's nobody there. So Cardinals are going to call a timeout. A quick word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
Ramirez now serving for the Coyotes after that timeout called by the Cardinals.
It's going to be hit by
number 1. So 13's not going to be able to quite get there to recover that.
They're really holding the serve.
Ramirez, yeah, I agree. I mean, the scoreboard says it all, 5-0. We picked a high foot traffic area to put this camera.
3's going to set it to 13. Is just going to tap it over, but it's going to be out.
Don't you agree, though? We've picked a really high foot traffic area to put this camera up. There's people walking in front of it.
Yeah.
Slightly irritating, but it's okay. We're here for a fun time. So Ramirez serves it.
Well, 3's going to just try to get it over the net, but she can't get it. And 11's going to try to help get it over, but still can't get it. The Coyotes are really dominating in this second set so far.
Ramirez serving.
3's going to pass it to 16. Not going to get it over.
With the block from Dixon and Rice there. They're holding the serve fantastic here in the first set. Ramirez is going to serve that one just a tick out of bounds. Looks like she's going for this far sideline and corner, which had gotten plenty of success. I mean, let the scoreboard show you 8-1 here in the first set.
Served by number 11 for the Cardinals.
Good dig by Rice there as Hernandez tips it over.
Well, 16's going to set it to number 1 is just going to pass it over.
Ramirez passes it to Hinnard.
But it's going to be blocked.
Spike.
Number 3's going to set it to 1. Three.
And that's going to be a really good block by Dixon there. Lots of quick moves by the Coyotes in that rally. Lots of wild stuff happening in the front row they had to react to, so good job by the Coyotes. As
Good
Ybarra
dig by number 2.
Good serve down for the Coyotes. Looks like there's some conversation on the court. The ball was out of bounds, and they're saying that it may have touched Rice's foot, so I'm not too sure what the refs will call this. So I think that's a jump, so they'll just reserve. Nobody gets points on that. Ybarra serving again. She had a really good serve last time. Hopefully she can repeat that here. Not quite what the Coyotes wanted as Ybarra shanks that serve for the Coyotes.
We have 13 serving for the Cardinals now. Ball's up.
Dug by Colby. As Avery spikes it over.
Well, 3's just going to get it over.
Ramirez sets it to Rice. Spikes it over.
Well, it's going to be shanked by number 16 or 13.
Into the rafters. So, I think Rice put a lot of heat behind that because just off of the arms of 13, I think it was for Eunice, it went way up in the rafters. Looks like Dixon's serve there isn't going to quite work.
We have 16 serving for the Cardinals. Ball's up.
Ramirez digs it. Coyotes aren't going to be able to get that one over the net.
The ball's up.
Rice sets it to.
Good dig by number 11. Well, one's going to send it over.
Colby passes it to Avery, spikes it over the net for the Coyotes.
Well, one's going to spike it over again.
Avery with a good spike for the Coyotes, getting the point of that rally. So, like I said, when they've got Avery over there in that far corner, some of her spikes are hard to stop as Rice serves it into the net for the Coyotes. Not quite what they wanted. Started off this first set really strong with Ramirez serving, and then there's just been some hiccups along the road to allow the Cardinals to start to gain some of that scoreboard back here, but hopefully the Coyotes can get that fixed. And
good dig by number 7. Well, it's going to barely get over. The Coyotes are going to send it back over, while the Cardinals can't get it over.
Yeah, Flores with the tip there. Getting the point for the Coyotes.
Good dig by number 2, but it's going to go over the net and out of bounds.
Looks like Avery's going to be a little trigger happy there. The ref had not called for the serve, but
Three's going to set it to number 11, but it's going to be blocked by Hernandez and Flores.
Off the antenna there, giving the Coyotes a point after the good block there by that front row. As Avery serves it again. Looks like number 6 and 7 for the Eunice Cardinals they were confused on who was supposed to go for that. So that's going to result in Eunice calling a quick timeout. Word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back with your Tatum Lady Coyotes leading the Eunice Cardinals 15-5 in the second set.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Back after that Eunice called timeout with Avery serving for the Coyotes here. Sends it over.
Well, Three's just going to set it over, but she's going to get it out of bounds.
As Avery serves it again here.
Well, 12's going to spike it.
From the back row, looks like Colby's going to try to hit it over for the Coyotes, but it's going to be out of bounds.
Number 12 serving now for the Cardinals.
Rice sets it for Flores, spikes it over.
That's going to be shanked off of number 7, but number 1 is going to save it. It's going to go over the net.
What a save by the Cardinals there.
Well, 3's going to set it, and 13's going to spike it over. It's going to be blocked by Flores.
So though the Coyotes scored the point on that rally there, the Cardinals had in a lot of good hustle. They recovered from a really bad shank ball, not giving up and hustling, getting to it. And then they recovered again from a block, although eventually it was spiked into the net. They had a lot of hustle and didn't give up, which I think is important.
One's going to spike it over.
Rice sets it for DeLo, who's
going to get it into the net.
bring the score 17-7 here.
We have number 3 serving for the Cardinals now. Ball's up.
Rice digs it. DeLo just tips it over the net for the Coyotes. I think they're going to say DeLo had a double hit on that one. So, giving the serve back to number 3 for the Cardinals. Dug by Colby. DeLo sets it, and Colby spikes it. It's going to be inbounds there, so good spike from the libero. (18-8) as the Coyotes lead them by 10 here in the second set after they won the first. Hopefully the Coyotes will be able to put them away in 3, which would be ideal. Ramirez serves it over for the Coyotes. It's going to be a double hit from
the Cardinals.
Giving Ramirez the serve. This ought to be good. They held this serve for, I think, 10 points a minute ago in the beginning of the set. So
11's going to pass it to 13. Is going to spike it over, but it's going to be out.
So So shanked out by one of the Cardinals. As the Coyotes prove to be successful in this rotation here with Ramirez serving as it goes over.
Well, 11 is going to tap it over, giving them the Cardinals a point.
Good ball placement by number 11 for the Cardinals.
We now have 11 serving.
Ramirez sets it for Rice, who dug it a minute ago. She spikes it over.
One's going to send it over the net.
As Ramirez sets it for Rice again, Cardinals are not able to recover.
Well, 3's going to try to dig, but just can't get there.
That's a lot of power behind that ball. As Young now serving for the Coyotes.
Good dig by number 12. And it's going to be spiked by number 1. But it's going to be hit off of one of the Lady Coyotes' fingertips going out of bounds.
As they try to block it.
Yep, giving the Cardinals a point. A 13 serving for the Cardinals.
The Coyotes lead by 11 points here in the second set. Young's not quite able to get to the dig-in time. Ramirez sets it for Dixon. Spikes it over the net.
Well, 3's going to pass it to 1. He's going to spike it over.
Ramirez sets it for Avery.
Well, 13's going to get it over.
Looks like Ramirez is trying to pass it over the net, but it's going to be just outside the antenna here.
One's going to spike it over, but it's going to get blocked.
Big block by Dixon and Rice there.
And number 12 is going to set it over the net. 3's going to pass it to 12, or 11 is going to get it over.
Ramirez sets it for Hennard.
And 16's going to get it over.
Ultimately giving them
what a rally by the two teams.
Big spikes by the Coyotes and just kind of fell apart there at the end. So, well fought for a point there by the Cardinals.
Good dig by number 13. Well, that's a miscommunication, I believe. And 3's going to set it over. Giving another point to the Cardinals.
I think I'm going to say Dixon was in the net on that one, so. What I thought was going to be a runaway set as the Lady Coyotes led by up to 12 points at one point. The Cardinals are making a comeback. If they're going to be able to make it all the way back, that is yet to be determined, folks. As the Coyotes still hold a tremendous lead. Good ball placement by Hennard there.
Well, 12's just going to dig it, and 11's going to send it over. 12 pass to 3. Well, 1 sets it over.
Good block by Dixon and Rice there, folks. Bringing the score 22-14 in the second set. Coyotes are just 3 points away. NHS is also having their annual cake auction tonight, so if you can, be sure to come out and support your Tatum Coyotes National Honor Society. Dixon's going to serve that one to the net. Turn the serve over to the Cardinals here.
Serve from 16. Well, 16's also going to dig it, and 1's going to spike it over.
Hennard passes it to Hennard, who passes it over the net. Going to be blocked by Flores and Rice. They're holding up number 10. I think they're going to say one of the Coyotes may have been stuck in the net. I'm not too sure. Rice sets it to Avery, who spikes it over. And the Cardinals aren't able to quite receive that. Bring the score 23-15 here. Rice serves.
It's dug by number 2. It's going to be over the net.
Rice sets it for Hennard, who spikes.
That's going to be shanked by number 11.
Getting the Coyotes the point as they now lead 24-16. There's a set point for the second set as the Coyotes won the first. Good serve by Rice.
One's going to set it over the net.
Big spike by Avery Hennard, winning the Coyotes that second set. A few commercials and we'll be back with the third set as your Tatum Coyotes have won the first two against the Eunice Cardinals.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
The Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are very proud of every single student. With the dedication in the classroom and the dedication in your community, you've made all of Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off, Coyotes. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. For more details about Tatum Schools, please log on to tatumschools.org.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington. Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Coming back here to start off the third set, we had the cake auction, which all proceeds go to support a community member either battling cancer or is just in need. And I believe the cake sold for $1,200 I'm not too sure who bought it, but heck of a donation from whoever bought the cake. It'll go to a great cause. That is way too cool. I think towards the end there was head girls basketball coach Davis, head football coach Bobby Reed, and Trey Kirby all bidding on the cake. So I'm not too sure which of them came out on top, but just shout out and thanks to all them for their contributions and pushing that to such a high number. I'm sure very needed. So,
well, number 11 for the Cardinals is gonna set it, but she's gonna get it out.
Here we go with Ramirez serving for the Coyotes. They've had luck holding the serve in the past, getting lots of points off of it, so hopefully they can do that again.
One's going to spike it over, and she's going to get it in.
Looks like Avery's not going to be able to quite get there in time. Serves over, dug by Colby. Ramirez sets it to Rice, tips it over for the Coyotes there.
Well, number 16 is going to tap it over.
Ramirez gets it passed over the net for the Coyotes as number 3 sets it for 12 for the Cardinals. And a miscommunication on the court, and none of the Coyotes are going to quite get there in time. Looks like Colby was going for that one. She's not going to be able to quite get there in time, showing a little bit of frustration. So number 13 is going to serve again for the Cardinals.
Ball's up.
Ramirez passes it to Rice, spikes it over with a lot of force.
It's going to be tipped off of number 13's fingertips. And it's going to go.
Still got its momentum going back to the west there, so. Young now serving for the Coyotes.
Number 1's going to send it over.
Rice passes it to Dixon. Spikes it over for the Coyotes here.
Well, one's going to spike it over, but it's going to go into the net.
It's going to be blocked by Dixon and Rice there. So, again, lots of good blocks this game, both in the first and second set and just now in the third. Not used to seeing just a whole bunch of those until this game from the Lady Coyotes. So it's always good to see a new skill that they use a lot and use it well.
16's going to try to tap it over.
Ramirez sets it for Rice, spikes it over.
But it's going to be blocked by 12.
Go out of bounds. So after the Coyotes winning the first 2 sets, they now trail the Cardinals 6-3 here.
16 serves for the Cardinals.
Ramirez sets it for Avery, who spikes it over.
Well, it's going to be dug by number 2 and spiked over and sent over by number 1.
Ramirez sets it for Avery again. Big spike from her.
And number 1's going to send it into the net.
Dixon now serving for the Coyotes.
One's going to set it over.
Ramirez sets it to Avery, who spikes it over for the Coyotes.
And 2's going to dig it, and then number 11's just going to pass it over.
Ramirez sets it to Rice. Big spike. Cardinals are going to barely get that over. Bit of a free ball as Avery tips it over for the Coyotes. Over here to not many Cardinals, and good block by Flores, getting the Coyotes to the point of that rally. Bringing the score 5-6 as the Coyotes close in.
One's just going to set it over.
Ramirez sets it for Rice, who tips it over. It's going to be blocked. Coyotes are going to get it sent over, thankfully, thanks to Dixon there. So
12's just going to set it over. And 2's going to hit it and pass it to 11 while 12 sends it over.
Ramirez sets it for Flores, spikes it. It's going to be out of bounds. Seen lots of good things from the Lady Coyotes. The second set, the cards just aren't quite falling in their favor. Rice gonna crank that one over the net and out of bounds.
And number 1 serving again for the Cardinals.
Colby digs it, and Ramirez passes it to Flores, who gets it passed over the net.
Well, number 11's going to spike it over.
Good spike by 11 for the Cardinals as Avery tries to return the favor, but it's going to be out of bounds. One serving again, goes over. Rice sets it to Flores, gets it spiked over. It's going to be out of bounds after it's tipped by number 12 for the Cardinals. So
Number 7 tried to get there, but she couldn't.
Looks like Rice is going to be serving for the Coyotes now. Sends it over.
Number 11's just gonna bump it over.
Rice sets it to Henner, who spikes it with a lot of force. It's up in the rafters.
It's gonna be a really good dig by number 2, but she's gonna shank it.
Off to the side, yeah. When the ball's got that much force, it's all that potential energy just makes it go way high up in the rafters and such, like it did. So
Number 2's gonna do a really good dig as well. Now they're gonna
say one of the Cardinals was in the net there. As the Coyotes are now closing the gap again, hopefully they'll be able to pull out in front. Rice serves.
11's gonna spike it over.
Rice passes it to DeLo, spikes it over for the Coyotes.
And number 1's gonna set it.
Young's not gonna be able to quite get to that dig.
Number 12 serving for the Cardinals now.
Dug by Colby and tipped over by Rice for the point there. Now the Cardinals are going to be able to quite get into the middle of it. Score as we now have Avery serving for the... Not too sure what the call was, but I'm going to turn the serve over to the Cardinals now. Rice sets it for Avery, just tips it over for the Coyotes.
Oh, 1's gonna spike it over.
Rice sets it for Flores, who spikes it out of bounds. The Coyotes have had lots of spikes out of bounds in this set. Maybe they're trying too hard. I'm not a volleyball expert, so. Young tries to get the dig there, and it's going to go out of bounds. As the Coyotes call their first time out of the game. A word or two from our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com. and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Back here after that timeout. But the Coyotes won the first 2 sets, so if they lose this set, they've still got 2 more chances to end up winning the game and keeping their undefeated district record here. But they're still only trailing by 5, which is a manageable score to come back from and win this set as Delo sets it over for the Coyotes.
3 sets at the 13 is just going to tap it over.
Ramirez sets it to the backside for Delo. It's going to be blocked, but the Coyotes are going to recover here.
Number 11 is going to spike it over.
Good spike by Avery there, getting the Coyotes game point. In the score, 13-9 here.
Good dig by number 1. That's going to go straight into the net.
After the block from Flores, the serve from Avery's going to score the Coyotes a point there. Bring the score 2-13.
13's going to tap it over.
Coyotes have trouble staying out of the net here. Big spike from De La O. Off the hands, number 1 from the Cardinals. Getting the Coyotes another point here as they still trail by 3. And I figured they'd have no big issues this third set as they won the first 2 sets pretty handily with a large lead on the scoreboard. So we'll have to see what happens as Dixon gets a big block for the Coyotes.
Good dig by number 1. Well, 13's going to spike it over. And number 11's going to spike it over, but it's going to go out of bounds.
Bring the score 13-14 here, with Flores now serving for the Coyotes as she sends it over the net.
16's going to tap it over, giving a point to the Cardinals. Yeah, number 11 serving now for the Cardinals.
So it seems like the Coyotes can get within 1 point of the Cardinals score and then just kind of falls off as Rice's dig sends the ball into the rafters for the Coyotes. As they're starting to really struggle this third set, keeping it together.
Well, 11's gonna spike it out of bounds.
With that serve there, we're gonna score 14-16. Maybe this is what the Coyotes need. They've been able to hold Ramirez's serve relatively good in the past. Hopefully they can now and get ahead of these Cardinals on the scoreboard.
11's gonna set it up for number 1. Is just gonna try to get it over, but it's gonna be blocked
by Rice and Dixon there. So, like I said, they're 1 point away now with Ramirez serving. Hopefully they can keep this scoring streak going, although it's not much of one now. Ramirez serves.
Number 1's gonna spike it into the net.
Dixon and Rice went up for the block, although it wasn't needed, as the Coyotes now goes for the dig and is not able to quite get that one up off the floor.
The Coyotes are now up by 1 point.
Ramirez sets it to Rice.
Well, three's going to shank it. Seems like Ramirez has done really good serving.
And the Coyotes, I feel like, are strongest in that rotation there when Ramirez is serving. So they caused the Cardinals to call a timeout. A word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
We're back after that Eunice called timeout, with Ramirez now serving for the Coyotes.
Number 13's going to send it over the net.
Ramirez sets it for Rice. Kind of puts it in the back of the court here.
Well, 13's going to pass it over again.
Ramirez sets it.
But it's going to be
Dixon
blocked by
spikes.
number 1.
Ramirez sets again. Dixon's going to put that one right in the middle where nobody's able to get to it for the Cardinals. I agree. This rotation is strong for the Coyotes with Ramirez serving. They've held it here. They've gotten in the lead and are now distancing themselves on the scoreboard from the Cardinals. Hopefully.
13's going to spike it into the net.
But it's going to be. So they're now up 4. At one point they were down by 7 points, I believe. So quite the comeback from the Coyotes. Hopefully they can just hold this serve a little bit longer as they're 5 points away from putting the Cardinals away in this third set and winning this volleyball game in 3. But Avery's spike is going to be a little low and in the net, turning the serve over to the Cardinals as they trail 17-20. Looks like some confusion among the Cardinals here on subbing.
I have number 13 serving for the Cardinals.
Going to be served into the net.
Yeah, going to be nothing but net.
Score is now 21-17 with Ybarra serving as for the Coyotes. I believe her last serve was a bit of a shank, but her others looked about like that, really good.
16's going to hit it over the net.
Avery with a big spike for the Coyotes there.
All right, number 1's going to spike it over the...
As Dixon hits it with a fist bump and was able to get it over the net for the Coyotes.
And
it looks like line judge Mr. Lambert's going to call that one out of bounds, giving the Coyotes a point. We're going to score 22-17 in the third set. Ybarra's serve, just a little low into the net. Lots of speed behind it, though.
Got number 16 serving for the Cardinals now.
Gonna be out of bounds again. So out of bounds has been quite the friend for the Coyotes past little bit as they are now 2 points away from winning the third set. And the Cardinals call a timeout. So a quick word from our sponsors and we'll be right back.
The Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum schools are very proud of every single student. With the dedication in the classroom and the dedication in your community, you've made all of Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off, Coyotes. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. For more details about Tatum schools, please log on to tatumschools.org.
We're back after that timeout, as the Coyotes are going to serve with intent of winning this third set.
Number 3's going to dig it, or no, number 7's going to dig it.
That one's going to be called inbounds.
We have number 1 serving now for the Cardinals. Ball's up.
Dug by Young. Rice passes it to Avery, who spikes it over the net for the Coyotes.
Number 2's going to dig it, but the ref's going to call it a 2-touch for the Cardinals, giving another point to the Coyotes.
It's now set point as this Tatum fan base is getting pretty rowdy here. With the block from Flores, the Coyotes are going to be able to put the Cardinals away in 3 here in Tatum. Final score in the third set, 25-19. So good game by your Tatum Lady Coyotes. I believe our next broadcasting will be Friday. Me and Adriana will travel to Melrose. That game will start at 7. And then I do believe next week, the Tuesday is the 28th, and we will travel to JAL actually for our first away game to commentate, since the broadcaster from JAL is having some health complications. So me and Tatum will travel to JAL to commentate that game, and then I'm not too sure about Thursday, but I do believe we do have a home game. So until then, please join us at our next broadcasting on Friday, where me and Adriana will travel to Melrose as your Tatum Coyotes football team will take on the Melrose Buffaloes in their last regular season game before district playoffs. Until then, I think that's all.
Okay.
So, everybody, please have a good night, and we'll see you in the next one.